Well, you're in your little room and you're working on something good, but if it's really good, you're gonna need a bigger room.
Hello, it's Dexter and me again. Well, actually, it's just me today. Dexter's not here with me. He's a bit unhappy. I've just taken him to the groomer's where he's going to get his hair cut, and he doesn't really like that. He's a roughy tufty dog, Dexter, and he likes being scruffy, so he doesn't like it when he's nice and smart. And also the weather's really cold, so perhaps we're a bit cruel getting his hair cut today. I don't know. He's got a coat, I'm sure he'll be fine. Anyway, the subject of today's video is the GFX50R and an L bracket for it. And the reason I'm making this is I had a question after my last video about the GFX50R about the L bracket I was using on the camera. And after I answered the question, I had a quick look online, and there's not much information about L brackets for the GFX50R. Now, my Fuji X-T2 and X-T20, third parties make decent grips for them, and I've got a couple. So they extend the grip, and there's a built-in L bracket with it, which is very nice. At the time of me making this video, there is no such grip available for the GFX50R. I tried an old L bracket that I had, just a generic one, and it didn't really fit the GFXR very well. So I went out and I bought a three-legged thing L bracket in my favourite colour, orange, or it's more of a copper, I suppose, to fit to the GFX50R. And it does the job. It's big enough, it's chunky enough, it's sturdy enough that it holds the camera really, really well. There is one major problem with it though, because it's not tailor-made for the GFX50R. When this is on, it blocks the camera door, so you have to take this off if you want to charge the battery, or take the battery out to charge anyway. All other ports are accessible though, so your remote control port on the side, that's fine. The HDMI port on the other side, that's fine obviously, as is the card slot. And the ports on the bottom are accessible. The only one that isn't is the battery door, which is a bit of a pain, but it's something I can live with to have the usefulness of the L bracket, at least that is until somebody comes out and makes a dedicated custom fit grip and L bracket for this camera. The grip on the GFX50R is okay. You can get, you know, a solid firm grip of it, but if you've got larger hands, I haven't got small hands, then you can struggle to get a really good hold of the grip. So I would perhaps like something with a bit more of a profile to it. Somebody probably brings something out in the months to come, I would imagine. When you buy this L bracket thingy, you get, you get this multi-tool with it, which is like it's a bottle opener, it's a carabiner, whatever. You've got a hex screw head on it, and you've got a flat blade on it. So obviously you can use it to put on and take off your L bracket, but it's also handy for tightening up your tripod legs or something like that, especially if you've got a three-legged thing tripod. I think these sell for about £8 on their own, which is scandalous. And this, if I remember, was, with this, £46 I think on Amazon. I'd have to check that, but it's around about that price. The reason I'm quite happy with this is it's got a nice rubber face on it there, so it's not going to scratch the bottom of the camera. One of the old sort of generic ones that I tried didn't have the luxury of any rubber facing there, so if I put that on my camera for any length of time, it was going to scrape the base plate, which you don't want to happen. There's plenty of adjustment in it, so you can have this fitted as flush or as far away from your camera as you like. And obviously it's very handy for switching between landscape and portrait modes without having to re-level your tripod. Anyway, that's it for me for today. A very short video, sorry. I got to go and pick Dexter up shortly, and I will put a before and after comparison up for you to see how smart he looks with his new haircut and how unhappy he looks as well. Yeah, so there we are. Thanks as usual for watching. I hope you found this useful, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Bye bye.